Yo! What's up? What's up? Hope everyone is doing good. Buenos dias all. Buenos dias all indeed. Dallas, Astral is off the chain. Oh, that's punny. Tristan, Kenny, Stefan, Dank Meme Center, Ishmael. No, because there would be an H. Ismail is what I'm going to say. Austin, Andy Man. What's good? What's good? V-Sips in the house. Julio. Channel member Julio. Channel member Noah in the building. Got Matthew Hennigan. Matthew Hennigan. Bit Goblin. Jacob Lee. Alan AA. The Monkey. George. Jorge. What's good, my brother? Yeah, so this should be a little chill Q&A stream. I do have some stuff that I bought that I need to show off. What's good in their strategy? The Real Ghost, Green Shell, Just by the Page, Jumpin' Bear, Miguel, Goldrun. What's up, virgins, nerds, and virgins? All right, so I got some stuff in the mail today. There's one other product that I got that I had full intentions on making a video about this, but I don't know anymore. Is it dead? I'm gonna be okay. No, it's not dead. I had turned it off. Yes, sir. Everybody loves the Acclaimed. One of these items was a Whatnot thing, which if you're not familiar with Whatnot, they are a live auction website service. You could sign up. Hold on. We're going to put my invite code in here. You could sign up for the website and get $10 for free, or is it 15? It looks like they've changed it to $15 now. So you can get $15 to spend on their store. And if you spend that money, I get money. So I want you to spend that money. I want you to buy something because then they give me money for you signing up and buying some shit. And then I could buy more shit that I don't need because I don't need any of this stuff that I bought, but I bought it anyways. So here's the first item I bought. This was not a, what are we doing? I'm about to just show this damn thing and move on. Did it go to sleep? Oh, it went to sleep. I bought a Retroid Pocket 2 Plus. Now, yes, they did come out with a Retroid Pocket 3. Supposedly, it's like the same exact thing as this, just a different form factor. I bought this for Sega Saturn stuff. And I must say, setting this up and getting all your shit together on this is difficult. It was more difficult than I thought it was. There's no pre-built ROMs or anything like that. You have to mess around with RetroArch, like hack cores and shit like that. I bought it for Sega Saturn. And watching the videos back that I watched that were playing Sega Saturn, I should have realized Sega Saturn works pretty good, but not perfect. And I was under the impression that it was perfect. And it doesn't work perfectly. However, it plays N64 wrestling games perfectly. And that to me is a big win. You can see here, No Mercy runs perfectly on it. Revenge runs perfectly on it. Jesse, thank you so much, brother, for being a member of the RGT Army for 2 months now. What's up, sir? Thanks for you do. Thanks for what you do. Yes, I'll get into that in a second, Osmos. So like N64, like you can play your wrestling games, which is awesome. Saturn is a bit hit or miss, unfortunately, but Dreamcast is what I need to beef up. And you can play all these systems on it. You can even play a GameCube on it. They've made an update for the system that can actually run some GameCube games pretty good. But the Dreamcast is surprisingly good as well. So I almost feel like, and you could do PS1, but I can't get the core to work. The BIOS to work. I have the BIOS in there and they're like, oh, you don't have the BIOS in there. I'm like, okay, I do. I have the full Sega 32X collection on here, which, you know, of freaking course. And then, oh yeah, I wanted to show Dreamcast. Dreamcast works fucking phenomenal on here. Let's just do Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter 3 on the Dreamcast runs better than Virtua Fighter 2 on the Saturn does. The Virtua Fighter 2 on the Saturn is fine. But like, look at this. Crispy, boys, crispy. Like, that's fucking legit. So I'm gonna beef up my Dreamcast on here, and if I can figure out the PlayStation 1 stuff, I will do it. I believe it's Redream. Let me see. I can actually see. So this is using, yes, this is using Redream. And you could like change the emulators that you're using and stuff on there. I don't need it, but it is crispy. You should see the shit that I have in these boxes that we're going to show. I definitely don't need that. Yeah, like I want a Steam Deck for stuff like that too, but you gotta go through the same bullshit. You still gotta set up RetroArch and all that stuff. But I need to focus on this being more of a Dreamcast, N64, putting all the basic emulators on there. And I mean, Saturn's not bad. I shouldn't say Saturn is bad, but a game like Knights, I need my 60 frames on that. When it's like 55, like it's super noticeable. You know, Dynamite or Die Hard Arcade works really good on it. So, you know, there's definitely some cool stuff that you could do with this. I like it. I might still make a video on it. If I can get PS1 working, which I'm going to make a tweet about that and have somebody go through like step by step. And you can also play PSP on here. I haven't checked that out yet, but it's a beefy little portable for $100, but you have to add everything on here. Robbie Roxas, big $10 dono. Thank you so much, Robbie. You are a stud on this channel. You are. It's the Retroid Pocket 2 Plus. 2 Plus. Hey man, hope you're having a great day so far. Just saw your wallet breaking video for October. The whole complaining about losing in GoldenEye was hilarious, but you missed the main reason, picking Oddjob. See, that's the thing. I will pick Oddjob. So I can't mention that because I will just be guilty as charged. Yep, it does do DS stuff too, so I need to explore. It actually does 3DS stuff, which I really want to see. And of course, you know, it does all your basic, your Game Boys and all that shit. I will say, whenever somebody does, I'll get to your thing in just a second, Blake. Whenever somebody does a video on these systems and they show you NES, I want to punch the screen. My dick can run in NES at this point in time. Don't show me NES. Don't show me Genesis unless it's an SVP chip game. Don't show me these basic ass systems. Like, freaking crazy. Oh, you're so lucky, Sabij. I have not been able to get it running. Yeah, I've been watching Retro Game Core, but I swear I watched the PS1 thing and I missed it. Blake asked me thoughts on Dan Allen being an insider. Holy fucking shit, what a clown this dude is. I had never heard of Dan Allen before. And then I saw that stuff start, you know, sparking online and I was like, who is this guy? So I looked at his channel. He's got a good amount of subscribers, 180,000 subscribers and stuff like that. But for those of you guys who don't know, this Dan Allen individual was basically doing like insider events with insider events, funny choice of words there. He was doing events with like Ubisoft and stuff, and they were saying, hey, sign this NDA and we'll tell you about what's coming up, which is a very common thing. A lot of companies do stuff like that, press events essentially, you know, the same sort of stuff that like magazine people used to go to back in the day, or, you know, websites and stuff like that. And so he would go to these things. He made a fake Twitter burner account and was acting like an insider, predicting and leaking all of this stuff. And then he would go on his main Twitter account and be like, oh yeah, see, I told you so. That insider guy is smart. But he fucked up. And he thought he was on his burner account, but he wasn't. He was on his main account, and the whole thing came crumbling down. He did a whole fucking, it does do Dreamcast. It does Dreamcast really fucking good too. He did a whole damn thing, made the apology. He nuked his Twitter account. He came back. He did a written apology. Then he did a video apology. It's like, bro, you're done. This is Philip Mewson levels of stuff. And Philip Mewson, you know, he came back and he had a little bit of a career, but Philip Mewson was just plagiarizing other people. This motherfucker was literally breaking NDAs, and no one's gonna work with him ever again. Yep, it does Neo Geo. You got nothing, bro. You've got nothing left after that. You're donezo. Bozo. Yeah, Wind Waker actually plays very well since the last update I've heard. All right, so we got one video game and some toys. Now, I know I say I don't buy retro video games, and I don't. But there is one system that I will buy. Why? Because this damn thing doesn't run all the games 100% properly, and that is Sega Saturn. I bought Virtua Fighter Kids for Sega Saturn off of Whatnot. Sign up there, get your free $15 credit that you can buy whatever you want with. I bought this. It's not even that good of a game. It's Virtua Fighter, but everyone's chibi style, and you can customize your stuff. There's more facial animations on the characters. But yeah, That's pretty much it. I did not have it in my Saturn collection though. I wanted it. I found it for a good price on Whatnot. Buy it now. So I was just like, you know what? Whatever. I've got some credit that you guys are kind enough. Brian Altano in the building. What's good, Brian? Were kind enough to get me. So, you know, I like it. It's still Virtua Fighter. Bro, all of my Saturn cases are minty. Minty. I don't fuck around with that. I don't know how. What's up, Brian? What's up, Gabriel? I don't know how I've managed to keep them so minty, but I do. And I've moved several times. So everyone's chibi style. The characters have more facial animations. Console Wars in the building. Y'all go subscribe to Console Wars. That's a super underrated channel. What they do is they do basically Nintendo versus Sega. So you know how like back in the day you would have two versions of a game, and they were always slightly different between Sega and Super Nintendo, sometimes more than others. They compare the two of them, and it's super entertaining. It's super entertaining stuff. One of my favorite channels. I don't comment enough on there, but I watch it. I watch all, even the games that I'm just kind of like, eh. But yeah, they're super cool. But yeah, most of my, I mean, like, my Terminator case is crusty. For Sega CD, but I mean, I could swap it out. I do have more broken Sega CD cases than Saturn. What's that? Jurassic Park's a fucking piece of shit. But this is the big thing that I bought. And it's, the more I think about it, the stranger it is. I did a terrible job opening this. God damn it. Thank you, Ivan. At least someone appreciated it. Because goddamn, if forums were, or message boards were not, or Facebook groups. Team Udoka statue. that whole thing is wild to me. And I don't like how everyone's comparing it to other situations. It's like, okay, a lot of the other situations, yeah, the punishment probably didn't fit the crime, but this is an internal thing. So I feel like it's a little different. I don't believe it's a league. I have a fork here. I don't know where my knife is. I believe it's a league policy thing versus a team policy thing. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I think it's stupid anyways. It's like, bro, who cares? But I guess, you know, since it's an employee of the Celtics, I guess it makes it a little bit different or something like that. All right. So, it's not a case of Go-Gurt. Thank you. I love the orange hat too. It kind of makes me stick out. I'll do a game room tour soon. I have to, you know what? I'm actually having to rethink some stuff here. As far as arranging stuff, because I keep buying these toys and my walls are quickly running out of room. I have this really big closet. It's the weirdest closet in the world upstairs. It has all these shelves in it. It's a walk-in closet. You could literally fit a couch inside of this closet. Like it's really essentially a small room. And they have all these shelves already pre-built in there, and I'm just using it for storage now. But I'm thinking of turning that into my toy room and displaying all the toys, because we got more toys. One of my favorite movies of all time is Becker Dupree. Is, well, see that the far end bookshelf there, the one that has the Astro City Mini and the Neo Geo Mini on there, the top half of it is like fucked. I guess it got fucked in the move, and like I put so much Gorilla Tape on it to try to make it stable, but like half of that isn't even being used, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Dan guy does face legal trouble, but it's just if Ubisoft wants to press charges. That'll be interesting to see. One of my favorite movies of all time. Look at this. Look at Ravenwood, Nimrod, Beetlejuice. So, here's a weird story. I was just on eBay one night, just doing my normal bullshit, just looking at stuff I don't need. And there's one guy selling the complete series 1 lot. There's 2 series. The first series is based on the movie. The second series is based on the cartoon. I didn't really get too much into the cartoon as much, but in retrospect it looks really good, so I kind of want to watch it back. But I'm definitely more into the movie. And like everyone is selling the first lot for like $300. The cheapest one I found was $350. Some other guy was selling like the complete set for $600, and I'm like, yo, I'm not going to fucking spend that much money. I'm just looking through random posts because I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could buy them individually and, you know, get it for cheaper. There's this one guy with the worst fucking listing, whoever this seller is, the worst listing I've ever seen. In his main picture, he only showed one of the figures, and then he was like, and it was like, you clicked on it, and then you got to see that it was a full set, and I was like, oh, this guy like, his listing was terrible. So I, of course, took advantage of it. So, now they are yellowed. I don't care. I mean, they're going to be yellowed anyways. They're not super crispy, but they are sealed, so that's all that matters to me. So Beetlejuice. There are 6 figures in this set, which we'll talk about because there's some weird stuff with it. Here is the first Spinhead Beetlejuice with the creepy cockroach. I mean, yo, they're yellow, but I don't care. Whatever. For the price, you know, these aren't childhood nostalgia for me. I honestly completely forgot that these existed. Oh, this one's pretty good. Oh, so this is Otho, who of course was the fat guy in the movie. A very good character. Looks like Justin Silverman. Go on Twitter and tell Justin Silverman he looks like Otho. But I like this figure. It's a cool figure. His head pops off and he gets like scaredy face on it. So that's really cool. It does seem fitting for the, I mean, these are from 89. And then we have, this is literally the first time I've opened these. So this one's not too bad either. Showtime Beetlejuice with the Rotten Rattler. This is, of course, the getup that I used for my Beetlejuice. Yes, he was in Demolition Man. That I used for my Beetlejuice. Kind of the standard Beetlejuice here, I feel. But, you know, another really cool figure. And then we got, of course, this one's pretty yellowy. We have Adam Matland with the cool face when they tried to scare the humans. Yo, the Giants, baby, let's fucking go. I like this one. You know, the accessories on it are really cool. The head moves as well, which I think is really cool. So, you know, the old toys back in the day were like dope. Dude, I love fucking the Kenner figures, Toy Biz, so much cool stuff. Toys nowadays suck. They suck. All right, so here's where things start getting weird. We have Harry the Haunted Hunter, who is literally just shown at the end of the movie when you're sitting there and you fucking, yeah, you know, he does a little cast the thing on Beetlejuice sitting next to him. No, I can't do Funkos, bro. I can't. What up, Gotta Be Legend in the building? Yo, that RJ Barrett interview was fucking fire that they did on Nick's TV. You remove his head and it shows the shrunken skull on it. So I mean, it's cool, but it's like, well, that's kind of an odd figure. And then finally, okay, this one's not too bad either. We have Shish Kebab Beetlejuice. So as we're looking at this, as we're looking at these toys, I have questions. Where's Barbara? Where's Barbara Matlin? How are you going to have Adam and Barbara did the whole face with the eyes, but you don't have that? Where is Lydia? Lydia is literally the co-star of this movie alongside of Michael Keaton, but no. These are the 6 figures that they did for Beetlejuice. But I have the complete thing. Maybe I'll send my proof of purchase to Kenner and they'll give me something. 1989. Yeah, there's no Lydia. There's no Barbara. I don't know. Maybe Kenner was just like, we're not doing women. All right, we're not making women in this. But yes, those are some recent purchases I have made. I don't know. I don't really. Ooh, there is that little area there. I could put some figures on that. That could be interesting. Yeah, you know what, Randy? I don't think you're wrong about that. Randy says, because it was the 80s and 90s and they were girls, it would have been peg warmers. I don't think you're completely wrong on that. I mean, that's just how it was. The boys were buying the Beetlejuice and the Power Rangers. The girls were buying the Barbies and shit. April does get a pass. For sure. How much was the set? I got it for $150. Which, I mean, when you break it down, that's pretty good. 6 figures, $150. I'm not doing math right now. But do I still sag my pants? Sometimes they fall a little bit. But yeah, not bad. Definitely a lot cheaper than all the other listings on there. So I was eyeballing some Land of the Lost figures, but someone fucking swooped in and bought the lot. I got really mad. See, what I do with PayPal is sometimes a company, if I do like a sponsor spot, they'll pay me in PayPal, and I'll put like most of it in my bank account, and then I'll leave some of it in there just to like for my late night eBay purchases. So that way it's kind of like, oh, you know, I forgot about this money. No, the 90s Land of the Lost. Nate in the building with a $10 dono. Jets, Jets. Even on OJ wearing the green and white on stream. You know, I don't hate the Jets. I like the Giants more, but I don't hate the Jets. 25 a piece. Yo, 25 a piece. That ain't bad, bro. No, Land of the Lost, bro. With the fucking Stink. Stink was the man. Okay, so let's talk about the BlueChew thing. And this is why RGT is single and he'll always be single. I've been talking with this chick. I usually talk to multiple chicks at one time because what ends up happening is I just get so annoyed and I'm like, I need to talk to someone else. So talking with this chick. She was supposed to come over Saturday and we were going to film an ad for the BlueChew thing. She was down with it, whatever. I was going to spray her with soda and stuff. Gorgeous chick. So I hit her up Saturday. I'm like, yo, what time you coming over? I don't feel good. Why don't you feel good? I went out last night for just one drink and I think somebody put something in it. I'm like, okay. I was like, well, you know, fuck it then. She's like, no. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm just annoyed, but you know, it's whatever. And she was like, I'll come over Tuesday. I promise. I'm like, okay. I'll see you Tuesday. And so, cause she was off work Tuesday. She was like, I have a nail appointment at 5 and then I'll come over. I'm like, that's fine. I had to go to my great aunt's house because it was her 91st birthday for lunch. So I'm like, all right, cool. So Tuesday, I don't know what happened, but like, and mental health is nothing to joke about, but this just came out of nowhere and it was like, I don't want to exist. And I'm like, okay, let's take a step back here. Let's calm down here. You know, everything's going to be cool. And she was like, I don't know. I just don't feel good, but I'm going to come over because I don't want you to be mad. I'm like, all right. Then she texts me like 20 minutes later and she's like, there's an emergency meeting at my job tomorrow. I think I'm getting laid off. And I was like, you're not getting laid off. And now she's just in a tizzy. And I'm like, look, don't even come over. I will figure out this fucking ad on my own. I'll just do something basic. I thought it would be a fun idea for my viewers, but no, you had to screw all this stuff. And then it turns out on Wednesday, yesterday, she actually did lose her job. They actually laid her off. So I was like, oh, that sucks. Sorry. But yeah, I was annoyed, bro. It was going to be such a fun video. A gorgeous chick too, but like literally, I'm talking to 5 chicks right now, and there's a problem with all of them. One of them lives too far away, but she expects me just to show up at her house whenever. One of them is like, 2 of them will just disappear for like a day or 2 at a time, which just annoys the shit out of me. Then we have that one. Then we have, who's the 5th one? Oh, the 5th one. Jesus Christ. Her ex is fucking crazy. And fucking, she's telling me like, you know, she's been divorced or whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, my ex slipped my tires. I was like, oh, how long ago was that? Thinking like fucking a year or 2 ago. The pharmacist was the one who lost her job. Thinking like this happened a year or 2 ago. She's like, no, it happened 2 days ago. I'm like, when did you get divorced? 2 months ago. I had to get a restraining order on him. My word? I'm not trying to have that kind of bullshit in my life anymore. No, Frost wasn't the chick. Like, bro. It's just fucking insanity to me. It's insanity. There's no one normal. There's no one normal. And why do I waste my time with it? Because I love pussy, damn it. Ben Elvis, the $5 donation. Knicks suck, but you're great. Look, the Knicks are going to be fine. I think they're going to do some interesting things this year. I think they're going to do some very interesting things. As far as, yeah, bro, like that's crazy. As far as like he hit her or some shit, like fucking no. As far as like surprises, I think they're gonna have some surprises. Donovan Mitchell, all right, the whole Donovan Mitchell situation was Danny Ainge trying to show off his dick. He never intended on sending Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks. He just wanted to see how much he could fuck over the team. That's why he sent them to fucking Cleveland, because Knicks could have given him a better offer of what he actually wanted of picks, but he didn't want to do ball. Psychosis patient, member of the RGT squad for 2 months. Have I watched Above the Rim? Of course, man. It's a good movie. It's a classic. You know what movie I really liked? Blue Chips. I thought Blue Chips with like Nick Nolte and fucking Shaq and Penny. Like that was some next level shit. I do remember that, Ivan. Chat 60. See, look, you start talking about chicks and pussy, and Chat 69 starts popping right up. Y'all women know what you're doing. Evil. Evil. A corgi puppy. I need to get a dog, bro. I need to get a dog. That'd be fun to have a dog. Throw something, goes and gets it. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm ghosting all of them, honestly. Like, I'm good. Y'all could be fucking weirdos. Someone else can deal with you. It ain't gonna be me. How did I like AEW last night? You know, I liked it. I liked that the Acclaimed won. I was surprised that Jericho won. I don't know how I feel about Moxley winning it again. I really think D-Bry should have won it. I understand they're doing it for story reasons, but you could easily pivot the story to D-Bry and MJF. I don't know. I did see some of the Rampage spoilers from fucking wrestlers themselves spoiling it, and that pissed me off because I'm looking forward to that. 2 hours. And I didn't even mention this, but she's got fucking baby daddy drama out the ass too. But she's hot as shit. Liam Warner. Yeah, this is a good question. I love Moxley. I do. I wanted him to beat the shit out of CM Punk, but I feel like Moxley just wants to take a vacation. Like, I feel bad for the guy. Yes! Yes, Randy! What the fuck was that? I was like, God damn it, you're ruining this for me. Liam Warner, do you ever feel like certain Spawn cast members defend Nintendo too much because they're ambassadors? Some of them defended 3D All-Stars passionately. Yeah, I think so. And it's not necessarily, a lot of people think, you know, that Nintendo pays ambassadors. They don't pay ambassadors. That's stupid. Ambassadors get free shit from Nintendo. They also get opportunities to work with Nintendo on like preview stuff, and then sometimes Nintendo will like host special streaming events and stuff like that. It's more about getting your name out there and the publicity. Nintendo doesn't actually give you money. No company, unless it's a sponsor spot, no company is giving you money. But I do feel like, you know, part of it is that they love Nintendo a lot, and part of it is like they also don't want to rock the boat, even though I don't think it would necessarily rock the boat. But, you know, I understand it. You got to look at it from a business perspective, but then it's also like, well, what are the chances they're watching the Spawn cast anyways? Why is there no NFL games on the Switch? Because EA is a fucking dog shit company who's cannibalized everything and made everything horrible. A board game reviewer. I mean, it happens. There's a lot of misconceptions about game reviews as far as people think that, you know, some games get overscored because they don't want to get blacklisted. And maybe that is a thing. I can only speak for myself personally, but like No More Heroes 3, take No More Heroes 3, for example. They reached out. They were like, do you want a review copy? I was like, yeah, sure. I loved No More Heroes 1 and 2. And then before that video even went live, they were like, hey, we're doing something special for Suda51. You know, we want you to make a little, you know, thank you message to him, and we're going to show it to him at an event. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, yeah, for sure. I'll do it. And then, so I did that, and then they gave me the game, and I played the game, and I was like, oh, this game isn't good, and I didn't like the game. So, you know, I talk shit about the game. Now, did that ruin my relationship with Grasshopper? Maybe, but I don't think it would, because I feel like, you know, companies, they like you to suck their dick, but then sometimes they like you to be real with them. And to me, it's always like, you know, I don't care. If I got to burn a bridge, I'll get to swimming. You know, it's not a big deal. Pro Joe. No, it was doo-doo dog shit. It was doo-doo. There's only 2 members of the Spawncast that are Nintendo bastards. Oh no, we're obviously talking about OJ and Click, but I don't necessarily think, I think they just love Nintendo, and the fact that they're ambassadors makes them an easy target. Do I think that they sometimes justify things that I personally wouldn't justify? Of course. But then they could say the same thing about me. It's just easier. It's easier to paint a target on them because you know that they're ambassadors. That's just my opinion, though. Need to make more arcade sports games. I feel like arcade sports games are tough because you still need that license. You know, you still need that, you know, NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, and then NFL Blitz, can you even do it anymore because everyone's so worried about CTE and stuff like that? Yeah, Bray Wyatt's coming back, bro. He's the White Rabbit. I've met Suda at PAX a few. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Like, I like Suda as an individual. I just did not like their game, or that particular game. And I know lots of people did like it. Do I respect Switch hackers or do I hate them? I don't hate a Switch hacker. You can do whatever you want. People that, here's my thing about piracy. What's up, Cat is back. Oh no, Spawnwave owes me Metroid Prime 4. He realizes that it's over. Nintendo is not going to come out and say that that game sold over 3 million. Point blank, period. As far as hackers are concerned, 95% of the people that are getting piracy and stuff, that are getting these games for free, weren't going to buy the game in the first place. Point blank, period. They were not going to buy the game in the first place. So maybe they play the game, and then maybe the next game that comes out, maybe they do want to buy it, or maybe they just want to steal everything. And like, that's whatever. I don't think piracy impacts video game sales all that much. Now, piracy did fuck over the Dreamcast, but a lot of things fucked over the Dreamcast. The PS2 having a DVD player fucked over the Dreamcast more so than I think piracy did. I have pirated games before. I used to have a DS pirate cartridge, and what's funny is, like, 999, 9 persons, 9 doors, 9 rooms, or whatever the fuck it's called. I would have never bought that game. I pirated that game, I played it, and then I ended up buying it because I liked it so much. So, you know, it's a very wishy-washy thing. I don't think there is a right and wrong answer. But I also don't think that, I also don't think it's that damaging. Rumor is Blitz Arcade 1-Up has the late hit via code unlock. Oh, that'd be sick. Sup, Fee? That's a funny name. We used to call each other, because you know how like people used to be like, oh, what's up, fool? We would call each other Fee a lot in high school. Like, oh, what's up, Fee? We made up our own language. Do I need to make you a 3D print of a RGT Live LED sign? I don't have a wall here to hang it up on. That's the problem. I might get a partition one day. Yeah, I mean, and you know, when you look at piracy nowadays, most people are pirating things that you can't buy. I can't buy a GameCube Wind Waker and give Nintendo money for it. There's no way to do it. So it's like, why care? Bro, Morpheus. Yes, I did. So, thank you, Coda, man. I was whoa, DC Fat Cat, are you serious? That's wild. You need to tell that story. Yeah, so Carl Jobst is like, or Jobst, I think it's pronounced. He makes videos about like speedrunners and stuff, and like some WATA guy or some guy like made a big WATA defense. He ended up nuking his channel. But I'm watching Carl's video, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's my face. The guy was using pictures of me talking shit about WATA. Okay, WATA popped up on my Facebook feed with a sponsored ad talking about them, and I told them literally in the Facebook ad to suck my dick. And it got a couple likes, and then it got deleted on there. Like, fuck WATA. Fuck WATA. If you want to make money from WATA, that's fine. But do realize that you are doing damage in the long run. But at the same time, you know, secure your bag. But fuck WATA. My entire Dreamcast library CDR. I have quite a few CDR games, but most of my shit, like I got a lot of the heavy hitters, but I've had them because like collecting Dreamcast stuff, like in the mid 2000s, bro, we would go to these pawn shops out in Fayetteville, North Carolina, which was like a military town, and like we would leave with like we were broke kids, but like $100 would get you like 2 bags of games at these pawn shops. They didn't care. They were selling anything from NES to Dreamcast for like $5 a pop. And it was yo. Nice 3 eyes. Yeah. Like I think that's I don't get graded games, bro. I don't get graded games. Well, the thing about Dreamcast is who cares nowadays? Who cares? You can't give Sega any money. Bro, the Ville, cash converters. We used to go to cash converters and I would buy like I remember one time I bought a Memphis amp for my subs and like a bag full of video games. We used to go to cash converters. We would go to Rhino Video Games at that strip mall before they shut down. And cash converters had like 2. Oh, and Ed McKay's. Ed McKay's Used Books and More. Bro. That was the fucking spot. Oh, we're not talking about vagina anymore. Chat 69. Get out of here. Nintendo America tweeted a thumbnail that has OJ. Bullshit. Bro, I think Grimes is starting. Yo, the Memphis amp was a monster. Let's take a gander here. Nintendo of America. Twitter. This son of a bitch. Look at him. Did you tell them I said hi? Good for him though. But see, like that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This gives people opportunities by being an ambassador, because I guarantee you all of these faces on here are indeed ambassadors. I don't know anyone but OJ, but they could have used, I feel like they could have used a better picture of them. Like everyone here, I'll pull up the picture here. Everyone's picture is kind of like wonky. Like the girls is fine. Hers is fine too, but like this dude, he just looks like so like out of place. And then OJ looks way too orangey. But good for him. Like, see, that's cool shit, bro. Bro, Cash Converters was the fucking tits. What up, Dewan? How are you doing, buddy? OJ's the first person. Bro, he better be fucking commenting on that shit, because he could get some subs off that. Always do that. You just beat Splatoon 3? Nice. Some of those missions get pretty tough. Circuit City? There used to be a Circuit City there. But see, we didn't even have a GameStop where I lived. So we would have to go to Fayetteville just to go to GameStop. Like Metal Gear Solid 3, we went to the midnight launch at GameStop in Fayetteville, which was like a 45 minute drive. What up, Jesse? Zelda's biggest fan. Do I still smoke cigarettes? Yes, but not quite as much as I used to. I definitely smoke a lot less. Like, I'll go to the store like once a week and buy like 3 packs and a vape. And then like a week later, I'll go. And I smoke over a pack a day. So. Randy Romig, welcome to the RGT Army. That was kind of lame. But thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Would I ever do shrooms? No. I'm not big on psychedelics. Would I clap Bayonetta? Fuck yeah, dude. She's hot as shit. I love chicks with dark hair. Big butts. Oh yeah, we'll be talking about Bayonetta 3 when it comes out. Bro, my first job was actually at a Sam Goody. I got a temporary winter job. And it was great because they gave you a discount on stuff. So I would just buy like my whole paycheck. I don't even know why, like, I worked there. I think my parents, it wasn't, so Sonic was after this. This was my first temporary job. I only worked there for like 2 or 3 months during the holiday season. But my whole paycheck, I would just buy fucking like video games and CDs and shit, like 3-6 Mafia CDs and video games. And like, that was it. That was all I cared about. I have a little vape thing. Hell yes, I remember Choices the movie. Fucking amazing soundtrack too. Bitch, we shoot them first and they'll ask questions later. I love redheads. I love all women. Suncoast, I remember Suncoast. Babbage's, of course, Babbage's. I remember there used to be electronics boutique, software, etc., and Babbage's at the mall in Raleigh that I used to go to. What's good, Santiago? Gambit, I stream on here. What's my most viral video and moment? I would say outside of the video game landscape was when I made the Soulja Boy video and got on World Star hip hop. That was fucking crazy. I would say that's probably my most, because there's lots of websites and stuff, but they're all video game stuff. But as far as outside of video game stuff, definitely the World Star thing. That still cracks me up to this day. I mean, God of War would be awesome on Switch, but that's never leaving Sony. Favorite member of 3-6 Mafia? Bro, lyrically, Lord Infamous. Overall, DJ DJ because DJ Paul always kind of kept his evil edge, like scale like on his individual stuff. I liked his mixtapes too. I think DJ Paul was like the perfect blend of like the evil and the crunk stuff. And granted, they went too far into the crunk stuff. Like Juicy's cool, Crunchy's cool, Lord's the man with flow. Then you can get into the Gangsta Boo, of course, was a member. Coop was a member as well. Coop is a funny guy, or was. R.I.P. Bro, I remember Caldors. I remember lots of stuff. Ames. I remember buying an Ultimate Warrior comic book that had the Undertaker on it from an Ames. And Ames also had a Little Caesars inside of it. I probably won't get around to reviewing NBA 2K23. I haven't played the Switch version. I'm playing it on the Xbox Series X, and the new shot mechanic is really good. I've heard there's a YouTube channel I watch called Frosty with 2 eyes instead of a Y at the end, or maybe it's 3 eyes. He said the story mode is butt cheeks though, which is, it's a shame. But I like the DJ Paul is a dog you cannot trust. I do like the actual basketball. Lil White's great. Lil White's the name. There ain't a day pass that I ain't in trouble. Crunchy Black is the only guy who can like rhyme bitch with ditch and like just do it over and over again. And like, that would be awesome. Yeah, UGK is cool. Yes, there was Destrucity in it. Yo, Gamefly is legit. People sleep on Gamefly a lot. But I think it's actually a really good value, especially if you don't want to buy games constantly. And they have really good deals on games on sale. So, I mean, that's another good thing. I played Dead Cells. I like Dead Cells. You think we'll get surprised with the Switch successor in 2023? Bro, I think there's a chance. I try not to talk about it too much because I don't want to get people's... Nah, Crunchy Black is a real one. I don't want to get people's expectations up, but I do think there is a good chance. Got over 400 people on a Thursday afternoon. Let's go. Got another question. Are you going to play the new game that just came out for the Switch called Midnight F Fighters? I haven't even heard of that. I wish I was a PokeTuber. I can't care that much about Pokemon, honestly. What was the last game I bought at Blockbuster? Jesus Christ. I don't remember. I wish I could remember. Because I lived right behind Blockbuster. So I would go there all the damn time and buy stuff and rent stuff. And then they had the pass where you could rent unlimited games. And so I had an Xbox that was modded. And so I'd go and I'd rent a game for the Xbox. I'd burn it onto my system, and then I'd go return it and be like, yo, I'm done with this game. I'm gonna get something else. That's probably why they went out of business. I don't see this midnight game, Dwan. I see Potion Permit, Beacon Pines, No Place for Bravery, Spider Heck. But I also had that same Xbox when I worked at GameStop too, so that was great. Because I would just go in there in the morning and just be me and set my Xbox up and be like, all right, let's burn the latest shit. When I don't shower, I smell like bread. Why is this? Yeast. Midnight Fight Express. I didn't see anything called Midnight that came out. Oh, bro, AEW games, day one. I'm trying to fucking use some connects or something to get that shit early. I'm super stoked for that game. Sometimes I stream late, sometimes I stream early. It just kind of depends, like, what I'm doing and kind of how my mood is. I don't like set schedules. Like, set schedules, I feel, I don't know, because then you constantly let people down. It's like, oh, I got this coming up, sorry. Like, my thing, I'll give you a date, but I ain't giving you a time. I see nothing with it. Oh, Midnight Fight Express. Okay. Oh, this is on Game Pass. I saw this on Game Pass, actually. I might actually check that out. Do I have any Neo Geo stuff? Fuck no. Any release date for Fight Forever yet? Not to my knowledge. Still say fall. Mike Odyssey in the building. Thank you for choosing me as your Graham WhatsApp winner. Just sent you $1,000 for shipping. Bro, I've had people actually send money, and I feel so fucking bad. Because what they do is they email me. And they're like, is this really you? I'm like, no, it's not me. And they're like, oh, I just sent them some money. I'm like, oh, fuck. And it makes people look bad. Like, I feel bad for those people. Granted, I'm not going to refund you. But like, don't fucking talk to those scammers. What's the wrestling game I was featured in? Retromania Wrestling. They actually added in Chris Bay as well. I just played it the other day. You think Punk gets removed from Fight Forever? No. Shout out to Mike Odyssey too. Good channel if you like Nintendo related stuff. He's doing good stuff over there. Where did Michael Jordan go without Phil J? He went to play baseball. He played some baseball. I don't have a Steam Deck yet. I wish I did. What up, Ram? I just got the physical copy of Cowabunga Collection for Switch at Myers for $30. I kind of want to keep it sealed. ARG is worth the double dip. To me, it is. To me, for sure, it is. Bro, I still have a Rhino video games case. It is. Hell. So I bought Legend of Oasis for the Sega Saturn for $14.99 at Rhino. All the systems that you could get from there. All games come with a lifetime warranty. Please hang on to your seat. Rhino Games, we trade, America's fastest growing video game retailer. And they were, because Rhino Games is the fucking shit. Because this is when GameStop was phasing out all their retro stuff. But Rhino was like, fuck it. We're going to have everything. And they did everything on there. And anything from NES to, you know, PS2, Xbox, GameCube. It was great. I did not keep my receipt, Rhino. This is a good game, though. I need to play it again sometime. I actually have my Saturn set up right there on my CRT. Rhino was a Southern company. They were in like North Carolina. I want to say they were in Georgia too. They started out in the South, and then GameStop ended up buying all of them because that was when they were bought. That's when they bought EB Games. They bought everyone up, and it ruined fucking video game stores. Favorite Mortal Kombat character to play? It depends on the Mortal Kombat. Like Mortal Kombat 1, I'm fucking Raiden and I'm being cheap and I don't care. No, it's not the same as the music. Any mobile games you recommend? Mech Arena. And I know people are gonna talk shit about it, but like Mech Arena is actually a fun game. It's free to play. If you like mechs and competitive shooters, it's pretty cool. I actually, even though I do a spot for them, an ad for them, and I have an ad coming up, it's actually fun. It's actually fun. I miss KB Toys was the tits. Funko Land, GameStop bought them. Even Kobe Bryant needed Phil. You're giving the Zen Master a little too much credit. My favorite out of the 3 that they added. That's tough. I would say Beyond Oasis, honestly. I really like that game. Oh no, Earthworm Jim. I give it Earthworm Jim. Did I watch Jurassic Park last night? I did not. I watched The Simpsons to go to bed. I actually started watching Spider-Man this afternoon, the first movie with Tobey Maguire, and I definitely fell asleep. What happened to the intro or video intro? The thing about YouTube is people are very particular, and if you have a video intro, people don't like it. You see that like people will literally click off your video during the intro, and that's why a lot of channels have gotten rid of like traditional intros. Like the only people who really still pull it off are like the old retro channels. Yeah, but yeah, Live Mobile isn't bad. When am I covering a Limp Bizkit song? I love Limp Bizkit. Game Crazy. Okay, so Game Crazy. Wait, was that the place that was a part? What was the place that was a part of Hollywood Video? And it had like, it looked almost like a basketball locker room. Like they had like metal shit up in the walls and stuff. Have I ever met Mike Matei years ago? I met him. I met Game Crazy. Yeah, dude. Game Crazy was fucking cool. I like that place. That was another place that we used to go to in Fayetteville. Not quite as much because we ended up getting some stores by us where we lived. So was that the okay? Yeah. So Game Crazy. Yeah, I remember spending some money in a Game Crazy. There was one that was because like where Rhino Games. So like Rhino's in this strip mall. It was over here. There's like a Walmart here and like nail place, Chinese food place, and then separate but in the same parking lot there was a Game Crazy and a Hollywood Video, and it was like one big store. Funko Land was cool because like you would just walk in and like there's the games, here's the price sheet. I was like, bro. Yeah, Cookout was the fucking shit, dude. We used to go there a lot because they were the only place. We didn't have a Waffle House or a Huddle House or anything like that because it got closed down because there was a shooting in our town. But like after we would DJ and stuff, Cookout was open till like 3 a.m. So like we would have literal parties in the Cookout parking lot, which was, there was like 10 parking spaces and then 2 drive-through lanes. So like people would park like in the grass. They would park in the Walmart that was next door and walk over there. We had some wild times. I remember this one chick, she was fucked up as shit. She blew a tire and she didn't even realize it. And she's just driving through the drive-through and you just see all these sparks coming off of it. Crazy shit. But yeah, the fucking, the barbecue sandwiches, bro, they were so good. What is the best HD 2D game? Probably Octopath. I think that Chrono Trigger is gonna slap though, and I feel like they're going to do that Chrono Trigger. Brandon, RGT member, RGT Army member for 2 months now. Appreciate you, brother. What up, homie? What's up with you? Hope you're doing good. I remember I really liked, what was that place in it's popular in Atlanta, Crystals, where they had like the little shitty ass 99-cent burgers. What was that? Was that Crystals? Belief 789. Oh, Live Alive is really good too. Live Alive, or fuck me, I can't think. Belief. Welcome to the RGT Army. Appreciate you, broski. Yo, so I remember I was in Atlanta visiting Pecker Dupree, and we were like, he was like, yeah, we're gonna party tonight. He didn't really like. He would drink, but he didn't smoke anything. But I would smoke because I didn't care. So I was down there visiting him. I remember we were at this kid's house, and like this dude, I think his name was Jason. We'll call him Jason. His parents had a lot of money, and I just remember he had this big ass fucking house. And I remember there was a upper porch, and me and this kid was just like, I'm gonna smoke you out on my word. And so we got high as fuck. And then Pecker Dupree comes along and he's like, yo, we're going to Crystal's. I'm like, what the fuck is Crystal's? And he was like, bro, it's fast food. What do you want? I was like, bro, I'm fucking starving. Here's $20. Just buy me $20 worth of food. And he's like, bro, you're gonna get so much food. I was like, yeah, it's fine, dude. And so they went to Crystal's, and I remember I'm sitting there in the kitchen, and like I'm like, fuck, I can't wait any longer. And I just start rummaging through this kid's fucking refrigerator and freezer, and I find this thing of ice cream. I'm like, yo, I'm about to eat this whole thing. And I find this big ass spoon, and I'm just sitting there with like, it's like a fucking ladle. And I'm just like, this shit's going all over me. It's going all over the floor. Kid walks in. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, bro, man, I was hungry, man. He was like, why the fuck you making a fucking mess? He got so mad at me. But then Pecker Dupree came back with the $20 worth of Crystals, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? He's like, bro, I told you. They got these fucking 99-cent burgers. And so he got me like 14 burgers and like 2 things of fries. And I had cotton mouth out the ass, but I was eating those fucking things. Like, they were the greatest things in the world. That was a fun night. Nah, I don't smoke weed no more, man. I haven't smoked in... It's been almost over 10 years. My 27th birthday, I smoked, which has been the first time since I'd smoked since I was like 20. And I remember we were having a party at the house, and that was a fucking crazy story. We were having a party at the house. It was like, it was for my birthday, but it wasn't my birthday that day. But I remember Donnie Sebastian, old fucking slap the curb Donnie, no slide Donnie. Donnie was like, first off, Donnie Sebastian was the first, fuck, I'm doxing him. Donnie was the first kid who ever sold me a system for my car. He sold me 2 Audiobahn 10s in a box. And Donnie was a cool motherfucker. I always liked Donnie. He got big into cars and stuff after skateboarding, but he was like 6'4", 6'5", like 300 pounds. So like he looked goofy as fuck on a skateboard anyways. But I told Donnie, I was like, yo, bro, I ain't seen you in a minute. We're having a party at the house, come through. And he's like, all right. So I remember I was sitting outside on the front porch, and Donnie comes up and he's like, yo, let's smoke for old time's sake. I'm like, bro. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I got high as a motherfucker with Donnie that night. And like my housemates came out, they're like, bro, you don't even smoke anymore. I was like, bro, it's fucking Donnie. I'm gonna smoke with Donnie. Like, you just fucking Donnie, man. I ain't seen Donnie in a minute. Donnie was a cool motherfucker. I remember he used to have this fucking Cadillac. He had a fucking Cadillac Seville or DeVille that was all green, slammed on airbags, and like a crazy system and a ton of TVs. Donnie's an OG. Skits G, welcome to the RGT Army. Appreciate you, brother. A lot of new members tonight. Good shit, good shit. I don't think, I would be surprised if Spawn Wave's ever been drunk. The long hair will probably never come back. I'll keep it real. It was horrible to deal with, and I've had curly, I like how this song is kind of like sad, because it sounds like I'm about to make a confession here. I've had curly Jew hair my entire life, and I never realized why. It never really made sense to me. But then my mother did an ancestry test, and we found out the truth. I was part Jewish. So now it all makes sense to me. Why I'm a miser, why I hate spending money, why I always save money. Because I'm indeed Jewish. How did I join the Spawncast? Spawnwave just reached out to me one time. I was like, hey, I'm doing a podcast. You want to come on? I was like, yeah, cool. And the cast ended up going well, and the rest is history. Dallas 7, welcome to the RGT squad. Appreciate you, brother. It's in my DNA, bro. Sebastian, bro, I skateboarded from my first skateboard ever. I was 11 years old. It was a Acme skateboard that I bought from Champs Sports. I only got 20 bucks, bro. That I got from Champs. It was a complete, and I skateboarded regularly. So I would say 23 or 24. So yeah, I remember the fucking worst one. All right. So I had a Ford Explorer. so I could fit a lot of people in the car. So like we would go out. I'm like, yo, everyone in my car, we're going out. So we would get, you know, like 7-8 people in there. And there was this high school that was near us. It was like a half-hour away. It's called Scotland County High School, which was literally a skateboarder's dream. It was the perfect school, and they didn't have security there or anything. So we used to go there all the time. I remember my girlfriend was with me too. She came along and like brought one of her friends or something. So we roll up to the school. I'm like, all right, we're about to get, you know, a nice session going on here. Maybe we'll film some stuff. This will be fun. So I'm just warming up. They have this nice four stair that I used to love skating because it looked big, but it wasn't big. And so, you know, ollie down it or whatever, do a little shove it down it, whatever, just getting warmed up. I'm like, all right, let me throw a heel flip down here. It was not my day because the board, instead of flipping like this for a heel flip, decided to go like this for the heel flip. And I got fucking jackknifed right in my dick and balls. And I hit the ground. My eyes were water. I remember I was wearing, because I used to wear, you know, like the XXL shirts and like the baggy jeans and stuff. I had a pair of Sal 23s on, and like my eyes were watering and they were getting on the Sal 23s. And I'm like, oh no, man, come on. And so I'm like, this is literally 10 minutes into the session. I'm like, yo, we're getting the fuck out of here. Everyone's like, no, fuck you. I'm like, bro, I'm going to be pissing blood. And sure enough, I went behind one of the buildings and I started peeing blood, and my girlfriend's trying to make me feel better. I'll take you to the doctor. I'm like, get away from me. Fuck all of you. I hate all of you. And I just sat there. I sat there the rest of the time. And they ended up skating for like an hour. And like, then I had to drive home. And I was just like, it hurt so bad, dude. It hurt so bad. And I mean, you know, you get your nuts hit skateboarding a lot, but like that was just the worst one. Because I feel like it like hit both of them and then went up in there and was like hit my dick. It was just like, bah-da-bah. Yeah, I used to skate every day. We used to skate for hours a day too. A lot of trouble with the cops. I remember there's a real gross story. No, I'm not gonna tell that story. That story's too gross. We're not gonna tell that story. What's good, YZ250 Moto? That's size 20. Jesus, I thought I had big feet. I'm like a 13, but I'm only like 5'10". Nah, man, that's a fucking rancid story. I can't tell that one. Why am I pitching BlueChew? Bro, a lot of my audience is actually older who probably needs something like that. And I'm going to keep it real with you. If I ever get to a point where my dick doesn't work, I'll be a happy person. Like, I will be so happy because that's the one thing you won't have to worry. You don't have to worry about women. You can just focus on whatever you want. Now I got to worry about women. I need a girl. I need to get laid tonight. Let's see who could come over. This, that, and the other. So much free time from that. I will celebrate in the streets when my penis doesn't work. What up, Rax? Bro, dead ass. I will celebrate that. I don't want nothing. Don't give me Viagra. Don't give me Cialis. Nothing. No, it does work. That's the problem. It works too damn well. Like a fucking... I remember... No, I won't tell that. But yeah, it just works too well. What's up, Matthew? Bro, that's the thing, Matatuni. Like, I get worse as I get older. It sucks. I still got a board, but I just... It's tough, man. My knees are fucking shot. My knees are shot. But shout out to BlueChew, man. Shout out to BlueChew. I wish the ad would have went the way I wanted it to, but you know, there's we'll get there. Bro, shreds. When I worked at the pharmacy, people used to get ED pills that were like in their 20s. And I'd be like, what the fuck? And I'd ask the pharmacist and be like, yo, like, yeah, there's people that got problems from like 20s and their 30s and stuff like that. So it can hit a lot of people. Nah, my channel's not for kids. Do kids watch my stuff? Sometimes. But like all of y'all are adults. I got a lot of adult. I mean, there are people that sort of, you know, they're happier and more chirpy. But I ain't one of those people. It happens, bro. It happens. I'm 8. He got some good typing skills for 8. But yeah, I mean, you know, you get free penis pills. If your shit ain't working, why not do that? You ain't got to worry about going to a doctor or something. Shout outs to Blue Pill. Or BlueChew, I mean. See? Matthew keeps it real. We keep it real on this channel. Get your dick hard, son. Your knees are fine, but my knees are shot. I haven't checked out Sessions. Yeah, longboarding's cool. Yeah, I mean, people got all... I mean, there's motherfuckers that go bald when they're like 20. Look at MVG. He's like 70. I haven't checked out Sessions yet. Or have I? What was the game that I played? There was one skateboarding game that was on beta that I played. Bro, both of my knees are shot. My knees crack all the time. See? I just got that, Matthew. Yes, I played Skater XL. I have not played Sessions yet. What up, LAX? Farm Simulation. We had a my boy MP used to longboard because like we would skate and he would come along and longboard with us. MP. He's a good dude. I think he got married. DC Fat Cat. Am I gonna get replacements? Hell no. Give me a damn rascal scooter and I'll be on my way. So that's the problem though. Like, seriously, my mother, half the time, my mother would not take me to a doctor for it from a skateboarding injury, and half the time I wouldn't tell her. So like, I remember I got in a car accident, and it was like a pussy car accident. Like, I was completely fine. I just didn't want to go to work, and I got rear-ended, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to go to the hospital?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure," because I'm like, "Great, I don't have to go to work." And like, they did a CAT scan on me, and then they brought me in a room. They were going to put you on a morphine drip. I'm like, "Word?" This is in my drug days. I was like, "Word? Morphine drip?" I was like, "Oh, word, yeah. Go ahead and shoot it up." So my mother ends up coming up there when she found out that I was there, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What's up, Mom?" I was like, "Put some cartoons on the TV." And she was like, "You are fine. What is going on here?" I was like, "I don't know. They said I needed a morphine drip." And what ended up happening was, on the CAT scan, they found out that like 2 of my vertebrae are like from where I was born, like too close together. So they thought that my vertebrae got like mashed up and got messed up from the accident. But it was just how it ended up just being how I was born naturally. So they're like, "Well, what kind of pain are you feeling?" I was like, you know, just general back pain, you know, general back pain. They're like, yeah, we're gonna send you on your way here. They didn't even keep me overnight. Well, then the lady had to pay. Bro, I remember I'm literally sitting at a dead ass stop, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm looking. I'm like, man, this lady's really going fast behind me. I'm like, damn, she's getting really close. And I looked up one more time, and I was like, motherfucker, she's about to hit me. And sure enough, bam. Damn it, that RGT life. No doubt, man. But I mean, now my back is fucked. Anyways, I just bought this fucking plastic back stretcher thing. To stretch out my back and neck. It actually feels really good, but like when you first get on it, it sucks. Yvonne, what's my favorite game ever, man? That's tough. Today we'll say Metal Gear Solid 3. I have a hankering for that. That's how you got workers' comp. Yeah, like, it's crazy. I probably won't run out of stories. I've had way too many. And the sad thing is, these are the things I can remember. Like, there's so many things where I was just blacked out. And like, I'll never know what happened during those. Like, I don't know. Sometimes one of my high school buddies watches the streams and the content, and he'll remind me of things. Be like, "Oh, you forgot to mention this." I'm like, "Oh shit! How did I forget? How did I forget that?" It was a woman driver. I remember this one fucking time. So I was in trouble, and my parents took my car, and I had to drive the '91 Honda Accord, and that was because I needed a car to get around, but they didn't want me to have shut up, Rex. They didn't want me to have the nice car. So I'm driving in the 91 Honda Accord. I remember me and fucking this kid Clay, who was like, I think he did meth. Like, he's clean now, but like I'm pretty sure he did meth back in the day before like meth was really popular. Cause this dude, like, you couldn't understand him half the time, but he was a cool kid. He was older, so he'd buy booze for us. I remember we're driving in the car, and we're on a 2-lane road. It's US 1, and this lady just comes and veers over, and she's not gonna fucking move. She doesn't know I'm there for some reason. So I fucking just jerk the wheel, hop over a curb, and then just drive through this little field, and like we end up coming to a stop, and I'm like, holy fucking shit. So Clay's like, I'm like, yeah, fuck this bitch. So we get out of the car, and it's a lady. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Start screaming at her and shit. So Clay's brother, who I ended up meeting Clay's brother a few times, worked for the DEA in town. And so Clay calls the cops, and he's like, this bitch needs to get arrested or something like that. So the cops come up there, and I'm pissed. I'm literally pissed off, and I probably shouldn't have been that pissed off, but I had anger problems at the time. And like the cop comes up there, and I'm just yelling, telling the lady the story, and like the cop just decides to turn like shitty towards me and starts blaming me for the whole situation and does all this stuff. And Clay is sitting in the car. Clay gets out of the car, and he's like, you know who the fuck I am? You know who I am? You know my brothers? And Lay's like, what? You know my brothers? Do you know who my brother is? And she's like, no. And he's like, you're gonna put on leave. You're gonna put on leave. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And the lady the cop wanted to give me a ticket for disorderly, and the lady driver told her no, because she was like, you know, he has a right to be this mad. You know, I don't understand why you would give him that. So I ended up calming down. The cop ended up leaving. And the lady was like, I'm sorry. I was like, you know what? I was out of line. I apologize for that, you know. But that lady cop ended up getting, like, put on leave or something, because I had my run-ins with them cops them days. And, yeah, so Clay was a man of his word. Clay did sound like that. Fucking, we knew this kid. His name was Matt. And there was rumors that, like, he banged his sister. But he looked like a mongoose. And, you know, the book Ricky Tikki Tavi with the mongoose and the snake or whatever. Clay used to call him Ricky Tikki Tavi, but Clay couldn't really say Ricky Tikki Tavi well. So Clay would be like, Ricky Tikki Tavi, Ricky Tikki Tavi. And people were like, what? Like, Ricky Tikki Tavi, Ricky Tikki Tavi. It was the funniest thing. Whenever he's going to be like, oh, yo, what's up, Ricky? And he'd be like, my name's Matt. Like, he talked to her too. He's like, my name's Matt. He's like, Ricky Tikki Tavi. Nyla Rose is trying to get Lil Nas. Like, bro, I popped for Trina. I missed. No. Sorry. The Axiom. What actor would you pick to play you on film? That's tough. Fred Savage. I think we kind of look similar. Bro, Clay was a fucking nutcase. He drove a fucking Pathfinder, and he had a sticker on his Pathfinder that said, yes, this is my truck. No, I won't help you move. And I'm like, bro, this isn't a truck. It's a goddamn Pathfinder. This is a sport utility vehicle. It's not a truck. He's like, all right. Honor system, honor your system. I'll probably hit you up on that, broski. But Clay cleaned up. The last time I saw Clay personally, he was missing all of his teeth. That's how I know his addiction got really bad. But he ended up cleaning up, and now he's like married to some lady, and he's clean, got all new teeth and shit. So good for him. Because a lot of people, man, a lot of people from them groups didn't fucking make it out, man. They didn't make it out. What's up, Terry? Imagine John listening. Is John is he's a very sheltered individual. But you know, I mean, sometimes that's good. My thing about sheltered people is like being sheltered can be right and it can be wrong, because a lot of kids that were sheltered like in high school, when they go to college, they end up fucking up like too bad. And like, because they're making up for lost time. Like my parents, in retrospect, were happy with me because most of my major stuff and all my legal stuff, for the most part, happened when I was a minor. So like, it's a lot easier to get off shit when you're a minor than it is an adult. I haven't read Berserk. I know that they came out with the game on the Dreamcast though. Def Jam is dope. What's going on with the Switch Pro? I mean, something's brewing. There's a new system that's being worked on. I think we could all establish that. The companies do that when they finish a system, they start working on the next system. I think you might see this sooner rather than later. But then again, I also don't want to hype it up too much and shit like that, because I looked like a dumbass when the OLED came out. Like, I'll keep it a buck. I look like a dumbass. I think it could be a successor. I think it could be a refresh. You know. Bro, it's a crazy life, man. Do I make content full time? Yes, I do. I started doing this full time. Oh, did Overwatch 2 get delayed on the Switch? I didn't even hear that. I don't think they'll mess it up like the Wii U. I think they'll I think they know what they're doing. They have their new person, Furukawa. He's definitely very business minded. I don't think you have to rebuy games. Yo, Def Jam Fight for New York was fucking amazing. Such a good game. Yep, Timothy. I made a video talking about it a couple days ago. I don't think they're going to use all 8 cores though, because that would eat up battery life. I don't think it would be 8, 6 maybe. They need to keep it a hybrid. If they stray from the hybrid, all you need to do is make this Switch that we have, but better. That's all you have to do. Make it beefier, make higher resolutions, higher frame rates, give it more oomph. That's all you need. Who's my all-time favorite wrestler? I'd probably say Sabu. Yeah. I mean, Sabu, Hulk Hogan, Rob Van Dam, Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall. Those are my guys. I would love I was thinking about Midnight Club the other day. Fucking dub edition remix. Yeah, this is news to me, Justin. I didn't know Overwatch 2 got delayed on the Switch. Because my video today, I sure as hell didn't know that. That was the first fucking game I talked about. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition remix on the PSP was the fucking tits. My favorite retro console, Saturn. Oh, yeah, Sabu and FMW was fucking great. Sabu's always been great. What's my favorite wrestling game? No Mercy. Or WCW NWO Revenge. Will there be a Dreamcast Mini? Nah. If Sega was going to do it, they would have done it already. Bro, the Nation of Domination. The best one ever is when they come out and they're doing their intro, and there's that little white kid, nerdy white kid with the glasses. It looks like fucking John. And he's got his fist up in the air, and it's like the funniest thing ever. It's like, what the fuck? I'll say Chipotle because I don't know what the fuck that other thing is. I don't really get down with esports, man. Well, he's married. I would be surprised if Spawn had bastard kids born out of wedlock. My favorite Splatoon weapon is the arrow sprayer. I think Bray Wyatt, I don't think he'll return Friday, but I think there's going to be another tease for him. Yeah, WWE 13 wasn't a bad game. They ended up getting so diluted, though. What's the best scene in the original Jurassic Park? definitely the first T-Rex scene. Where it's all fucking, you know, lightning and raining, and then he busts through the thing and tries to kill the kids, and then the dude gets ate while he's sitting on the shitter. Castlevania. I love some old Castlevanias. What game do I think is good to get views? I think it just depends on the person. I mean, there's a lot. Spawn Wave. You know, there's a lot you could do with any game. I remember Toomba. I think having a numbers guy on top financially, yes, doing well, but losing fan interest day by day, I feel with their decisions and game output. I mean, that Nintendo Direct didn't hit with me at all. So, bro, Castlevania, up until like the DS ones were fucking fire. I even like the 3DS one. Yeah, like Rondo's fucking amazing. Rondo of Blood. I even like Dracula X on the Super Nintendo. My favorite wrestling show is AEW for sure. I don't get to watch Impact as much anymore. Adam, Legends, what is it called? Legends of WrestleMania, I think it was called. I love that game. Yeah, there's channels dedicated to everything. Favorite Simpsons quote? I think the funniest one, and I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but I don't care. I'm part Jewish. I could say this. When they're at the fair, at this county fair, and they have Hitler's car there, and Bart takes the car and he starts driving. He's like, "Out of my way! I'm Hitler!" It's like, what the fuck? It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. And then he wrecks the car, and then they have to work for the carnival. Carnies. That was the Carney episode. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Yeah, Legends of WrestleMania was fucking dope. I loved the different gameplay style that they did with that game. And I thought it was really unique. And it's a shame that they'll probably never make another one. But then you could import the you can import the modern guys into it, which made it like completely bizarre. What's up, Grin and Wolf? Krusty was Jewish. Ben Alvis, welcome to the RGT Army. Yeah, Retromania is fucking dope, dude. It's super fun. Testing. Did I get paid for going on Spawncast? Nah. Why do you think we started the after show? Gotta get my piece of the pie, boys. Well, thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. Losing my voice. I like the one with the beer baron. It's a pornography store. I was buying pornography. Bayonetta 3 will get an 87. MMA is cool. I don't watch it enough though. I definitely don't watch it nearly enough. Nice sponsor in the video today. Hey, money, baby. Now, if we have a sponsor on the Spawncast, John will divvy that money out. But I mean, it's his show, like, and he's the one that's always constantly there, so I completely understand it. What's my take on the CM Punk fiasco? Dude's a jerk ass. Thank you, Serge. Like, he's just a baby. He's a baby. He acts like a child. And he's always done this. You would think at 43, like, fuck, I'm definitely not the most mature for my age, but like, fuck, man. No, that was the Metroid Dread thing when I won, because Metroid Dread didn't sell 3 million copies. And I did win. You notice how Nintendo hasn't updated those sales figures? They ain't gonna be updating it. They got what? Today's the 22nd. That game came out on the 8th. They're not updating it in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, Brett, I think that's the right thing to do. I think that's the right thing to do. Metroid Dread was fucking amazing. I made a video talking about how great this game was, how much I loved it. I bought the collector's edition. I bought the standard edition. I did my part. But Metroid's always been more of a niche franchise. Sad to say. I think Prime 4 will outsell it too. Hey, oh, a dub is a dub. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I mean, it probably has, Randy. It probably has, but without an official confirmation, I'm not one to speculate. Yeah, MJF's the king of wrestling right now, dude. He's got the fucking crowd sitting in the palm of his hands. I think that's fair. Matanui. I think Triple H has been doing a really good job, honestly. He's been making the product a lot better. Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. For sure. Favorite corn star? I like the kid who talks about corn a lot. I like corn. It's beautiful. It's delicious. And I also like corn, too. So I'd say he's my favorite corn star. I doubt Nintendo will ever do that, though. They don't seem to care about the PC stuff. Raw was down 500K viewers in 2 weeks. Blame the NFL. I mean, they'll always blame the NFL, but, you know, they're also fair weather fans, too. YZ, I don't think so. I think that time has come and gone for it. Sticking with corn or Limp Bizkit? Corn. Yeah, corn. Wrestling games and shows or MSG games? Which could you live without? None of them. Just kill me. Yeah, the new AEW stuff. I mean, the new WWE stuff is actually a lot better. They've gone in a much better direction lately, and they're booking things that make sense. Their stories. There's a focus on wrestling for once. Favorite cartoon besides The Simpsons? That's tough. Garfield and Friends. I could binge watch all of those. I could definitely binge watch all of those. All right, folks. It's 7 o'clock here. Time for me to eat some dinner because I am hungry. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. I sincerely appreciated it. Hope you guys enjoyed looking at my Beetlejuice toys and my Sega Saturn stuff and hearing all my terrible tales of life and struggles I endure. We'll be back Saturday night after the Spawncast, so make sure you are tuned into that. Thank you to everyone who came by. Thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to all the new channel members. Thank you to everyone who did a donation. You guys help support this stream and keep this stream running. I'll catch you guys on Saturday night after the Spawncast. Peace.